This is the Nerf Gelfire Blaster, and this is the Nerf Mr. Beast version Gelfire Blaster, and I was going to do a straight-up review of these, but I'm going to do something a little bit different this time. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to just talk straight to Nerf here. You guys can listen too, but this is for Nerf, and I guess it's also for Mr. Beast, since you're probably going to be named in the lawsuits also. Look, Nerf, I love you, bro. We go way back, and you know about my addiction to your blasters, but what the actual hell were you thinking? How have you not been sued? And if you haven't been sued yet, spoiler alert, you're gonna be. Absolutely no one should ever buy this blaster for a child, period. It's way too dangerous to be used by a kid. And you know your target customers are kids, right? And that the Gelfire is sold in the toy department at places like Target. They also sit next to all the Roblox and Minecraft and I don't know, My Little Pony Nerf guns. So basically, you're marketing them at children, whether you think you are or not. You've essentially built a fully automatic pain machine. The ammo that this blaster fires is tiny, very dense, and it's incredibly painful when it hits you. And if it hits your eye,
you'll shoot your eye out?
You'll shoot your eye out! You'll shoot your eye out!
and you've got to know this because you include eyewear and have stickers all over the blaster and the boxes to tell you to wear eyewear at all times. But even if you don't shoot your eye out, kid, you're going to end up with welts. How do I know this? Well, first of all, you printed that on your box too. But when I was testing the blaster, I had my son shoot me and I ended up with welts. I played paintball for years, I even worked as a paintball referee, and I did tournament photography in paintball, so I am used to getting welts from getting hit with pellets. But I totally wasn't expecting to be yelping in pain in my backyard from shots from something with the Nerf logo on it. The biggest problem with Nerf blasters is that you have to pick up the ammo when you're done, and often the ammo starts to fall apart when you use it, since a lot of it's made out of styrofoam. Anyone that owns a Nerf blaster knows that you're going to find this ammo under your beds, behind shelves, and cabinets for years and years, and they're very expensive darts too. So the ammo in the Gelfire is disposable, it doesn't hurt the environment, at least you say it that it doesn't, and it's dirt cheap. You can buy it in tens of thousands for next to nothing. But you want to know what you can't do with it? You can't play inside unless you want to find small ammo balls rolling around your house for the rest of all time, and unless you want to maybe stain your furniture or break your light fixtures. Oh, and another thing you can't do, you can't just start playing, because you have to soak the ammo in water for up to 4 hours to get it ready. 10 o'clock in the morning, we're going to put some of the ammunition in water so that in 4 hours at 2 p.m. we can finally play with this blaster. That's nice, right? You wake up on a Saturday morning, make some pancakes around 8 a.m. and start your ammo expanding. By lunch, you'll finally be able to play. Nothing kids love more than a 4-hour wait between deciding to have a Nerf battle and then actually having one.
Is the ammo ready yet? Is the ammo ready yet? Is the ammo ready yet?
Is the ammo ready yet?
So you've finally grown your balls, your ammo balls, and you take your blasters outside and oh wait, you remember to recharge the battery, right? Because if you didn't and the battery's dead, you've got another hour to wait. So okay, it's 1 o'clock now. You've been waiting for a Nerf battle since breakfast pancakes at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. You go outside, you put on your eye protection, don't forget the eye protection, you start shooting and... So I'm dressed like the Gordon Fisherman today because we've done this before with the Nerf Gelfire blasters. They are really painful if you're just wearing a t-shirt or regular clothing. Even a sweatshirt's kind of painful. So I have this suit which will hopefully bounce some of these off. I have goggles. You absolutely must wear eye protection if you're using this. Absolutely must wear eye protection. These things will take your eye out, no doubt. And I really recommend a full paintball style face mask because if it hits your chin, if it hits your cheeks or your chin or your other parts of your cheeks, it will really hurt. It stings. Anytime these things hit bone, they really, really hurt a lot, especially close distances. So 4 to 5 hours of waiting and then maybe 30 seconds before someone gets so fed up with being shot that they stop playing and they rage quit. My son wouldn't even let me shoot him after he saw my reaction. He's 12, but he was a hard nope. I wanted to see exactly how fast the Nerf Gelfire went, and so I got one of these handy chronographs. I used to use these when I was a referee at paintball, and the way it works is there's a sensor inside of here. You shoot through the tube, it tells you how many rounds a second are going through, and it tells you the rate per second that it's going. For paintball, the top speed is about 300 feet per second. For Airsoft, the speed goes between 300 and 400 feet per second, depending on where you're playing and what the distance is that you're playing. I shot off a couple hundred rounds, and as you can see, the average rate is somewhere around 150 feet per second. I got a little bit lower. In all of my tests, I got a whole bunch of 300 feet per second. I got some 200. I got some 140, 150. But this thing is shooting really, really fast. But it's sold on the shelf right next to all the rest of the Nerf blasters, and nobody is reading the fine print in the corner to see that you're not supposed to buy this for a 9, 10, 11, or 12-year-old child, just like you would be able to buy the rest of the Nerf blaster line. So this just is not safe. Big thanks to today's sponsor, Aura. If you're online, your data is available to just about anyone in the world. Identity theft is a huge issue. My wife's identity was stolen years ago, and she's had to spend probably 20 hours every year dealing with that. You can find not only my personal information online, but you can find your personal information online too. That's because there are people called data brokers, and they make their money selling your information, and they often get their information from data stolen online in company data breaches. I use about a half dozen different tools to keep myself safe online: password manager, VPN, credit score check, and more. When Aura reached out and offered me an account to try, I figured I wouldn't need it thanks to all the tools I already use, but I was really impressed with Aura, and now I use it for all of my data protection, and I think that you should too. That's because Aura doesn't make me use 6 or 7 different tools. All the things I need for online data protection are in one thing. So when I first launched Aura, it found my information at dozens of data brokers, and they automatically put in the request to have that data removed from those repositories. But Aura didn't stop there. They also alerted me to times that my information showed up in data breaches, and what of that ended up on the dark web. I have unique passwords for all of my sites, and you should too. But normally when I find out about a data breach, I go to my password manager and I create new passwords over there. No need to do that because Aura lets me do it right in their password manager in the app. Aura's app includes a VPN, a real-time credit and identity theft monitoring tool, internet parental controls, and it also checks to make sure that nobody is trying to change the title on my house, which I didn't even know was a thing. I even use Aura to opt me out of junk mail and telemarketing lists. Let Aura do the hard work of keeping you safe online. If you sign up right now, Aura will give you a 2-week free trial when you use my link, which you can find below and in the description. You will be shocked at how much your private information Aura finds exposed over those 2 weeks of free trial. Go to aura.com/DaveTriesThis or scan the handy QR code below. Aura helps me keep my data and my family safe and secure, and it'll help you too. Now look, I know that you can keep from getting hurt by wearing protective equipment, bundle up in the stuff you'd play paintball or airsoft in, and these blasters won't leave welts. They won't really hurt, but who wants to get dressed up to play with a Nerf blaster? Here's what I think happened, and Nerf, feel free to let me know in the comments below if you think I'm right or not, and Mr. Beast, you can chime in too, since your name's on some of these. I'm betting that you guys at Nerf HQ had a lot of meetings about airsoft. Airsoft guns and airsoft fields are popping up all over the place. So let's make up our own type of airsoft blaster, you said, but for kids. We'll use bright colors, and we'll get Mr. Beast to put his name on one. We'll make a fortune. Part of me is really glad that you tried. I like new blaster systems, and if this were designed and marketed only towards adults and found in the sporting goods section at Target or maybe found near airsoft guns at Dick's, okay, maybe I would buy it. But please, Nerf, stop selling these before someone gets really hurt. I was really worried about doing a video and then having some parents see the thumbnail and thinking, oh, everyone is using these must be good, and then contributing accidentally to someone getting hurt. In the end, though, I thought it would be better to do a video warning people to skip this Nerf blaster and then go right to Airsoft if you want that experience. Oh yeah, one last thing, Nerf. This is your Gelfire blaster, and this is your Gelfire Mr. Beast blaster. You know what's different about the two of them? Almost nothing except for the color. Except the hopper on the Mr. Beast version holds 500 fewer rounds of ammunition than the regular one. That means you get to pay the same or maybe more money for this one, the Mr. Beast one, and end up with a lower capacity magazine than this one, the one that isn't pink and teal? So good job, Nerf. Not only did you figure out how to get Mr. Beast's name on a product, you figured out how to give people who bought his product a worse experience than the normal one. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below if you bought this blaster. Let me know what your experience with this blaster was like. Let me know if you're thinking about it. Over here, you can find more of my product review videos. Over here, you can subscribe. And down here, you can get yourself some sweet, sweet merch. For Dave Tries This, I'm David Schloss. And this one time, thanks for not giving this a try.